Talking to Kyle, Eli, basically the Niners, they put in the run game. They put in the run plays they want to do, and then they decide, okay, we're going to let Debo run those plays. They're not designing the run game around Debo. I mean, he is running all of the potential running plays the Niners have. They just give him those runs. It just tells you how versatile he is, what a good athlete he is. It's quite the advantage for an offensive coordinator to have a guy like that the defense is having to talk about, right? As an offense, you want guys that the defense has to have a conversation about.
Watch this. I mean,
that's a new one.
Interesting. That's interesting.
It's a new way of frustrating him. You're trying to insult him by having nobody block him and see if that hurts his feelings, and maybe he won't rush as hard.
Like maybe he'll think it's a screen if we don't block him at all. Well, that didn't work.
I don't want to get away from the fact, I think you just said wreck havoc. I don't think that's it. I think it's wreak havoc. So I want to be on the record that I heard that. I don't think that's it.
I don't know what wreak means. I know what wreck means.
Actually, we're going to talk about Debo Samuel here for a minute. And we're going to audible out of that and get back to the wristband. You're Kyle Shanahan. Call a play. Give me something. Hurry. Give me something.
All right, here you go. Left hash. Jimmy G. Let's play 57. Play 57.
57. All right, here we go, boys. Let's go. Explode, gun, rubber right, flip, zebra, scat left, wide drag, X hook, F trail, can, 52 sprint jaw easy. On two, ready, break. The reason it's on the wristband because that play is so wordy, Eli. You don't want Kyle Shanahan to have to repeat that play twice, right? You want Kyle just to say 19, and
they ran
right there was play 17.
That was 17. That was 57. He went through the alert. He went through the alert. Jalen, our family's known you a long time, and actually I've seen in a couple interviews, you've given Peyton a lot of credit for helping you along your journey. Considering how much success you've had running the football, have you actually ever listened to anything he says, or you just ignore him like I always do?
Nah, I listen to the sheriff. It depends on who I'm talking to. I don't know if I'm talking to Eli or Chad. You know what I mean?
Don't call him the sheriff. We don't need to do that.
But nah, man, I created a lot of memories then.
I mean, this is run in. Peyton couldn't do that. That would take Peyton 5 seconds to run that in. Oh, you definitely didn't have that move.
Back in Tennessee,
he's never broken a tackle. He's never broken a tackle before, and he can't dance though. He's a good dancer. You'd be surprised, but he's got dance moves.
Jalen, that was Hall of Fame receiver Michael Irvin reacting to a quote that you made. I think he actually butchered your real quote, but regardless, what was your reaction to his statement?
He's something else. Man. I know he's a very passionate guy. He's very passionate. He's always played the game that way. I know he's on the other side, though. But that's funny. That's funny.
What was the actual quote? What was it supposed to be?
I think it was be the thermostat, not the thermometer, right? Set the tone, right, Jalen?
Yeah. So that was the exact point of the message. I was just telling him, like, we set the temperature. We set the temperature. We don't let anything else dictate how we respond to something. We control everything. We try and control everything we can. So that's pretty much what it was.
The play before that, Jimmy did a under center, just straight 7-step drop pass. I mean, I don't think we've seen that in 10 years. Have you ever done a straight 7-step drop, Jalen, under center? Drop back pass, no play action?
It's been a minute. It's been since Alabama I've done that.
So go back to Phillip Rivers, because Phillip couldn't run out of sight in a week. Why are you watching film of Phillip Rivers with all the runs y'all are doing and the sprint outs? I mean, y'all are moving the pocket. You're playing from the pocket. To me, that's what gives defenses so much trouble, because you can play so many different kinds of games.
There's no quarterback like him. He didn't want to give the answer. There's no one like him, Peyton. So you just can't watch it on anybody.
Well, Chad, I think that's just extra. You know what I'm saying? I think
we have that in common, Jalen. We have that in common.
I think that's just extra.
There's no one like it. Talked to A.J. Brown about putting him in the backfield, letting him run it. He kind of looks like a running back there. I mean, he could play. He can get it run in between the tackles.
Nah, we gotta understand that we're not doing that. We want no louder, no none of that. We're trying to get them some touchdown, receiving touchdown.
They're trying to get a little pick. He's there. Oh, that ball's low and in front. I mean, he's throwing it right to his chest. He's a little unsure. Throws it high. I mean, then you got a running back in open field basically now.
Good blocking downfield by IU.
Oh.
Wow.
Good concentration right there too.
Look at that block downfield. Love a receiver blocking downfield. The effort.
Jimmy's fired up.
Jerry's fired up.
Jerry's fired up. He's pointing. I did that.
Oh, Jerry.
Ooh, what is that? It's a Pepsi? Okay.
Got a visitor on the field here. Can we rewind that? Eli, can you do the tablet on this streaker on the field? No? Can I do it on the big board?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to break down his move.
I don't know if he's naked right now, but I think at some point he had no clothes on. He was running a post route right across the 50, and a security guard took him out. But a nice hit, though, right? It was a nice legal hit. See, I thought we could show that. Yeah, I understand.
I think we can. You know, they don't want to talk about it.
I understand the A team couldn't show it, but the B team, like, we should be able to show that.
I think that's why. Here you go. Oh, yeah.
There he is. There he is. Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's what we're talking about. Wagner,
Bobby.
A veteran, right? Get him down. Now get out and let
tackle.
these guys take over.
Oh,
Bobby Wagner, veteran play.
He had some smoke going on there.
Yeah, he's got a T-shirt on. I mean, he's promoting something.
Yeah.
Defenses are playing pretty solid. That was kind of bad tackling by the Rams on the long one to Debo. Good tackle on the half streaker, right? I mean, you know, nice form there, but let's try to tackle Debo the same way.
How would you tackle a streaker? You think you go high or you go low?
Well, I mean,
depending on what he's wearing?
Like I said, that guy was a half streaker. You know, that guy had all his clothes on. You know, there you just take him wherever, right? If he's totally naked, there's certain places you can't take him.
Right. Yeah, you just kick him.
Yeah, you don't wrap up a naked guy. You go straight for the shoulder. All right, enough about the streaker.
All right,
Let's go, Jimmy.
Let's get going here.
And
that's his first
anticipatory throw. Anticipatory.
That's not a real word either. That's not a word either.
No.
I don't think
Wreck
so.
Havoc is trending now.
Two real words. Those are both are real words.
But not together. They make no sense when you put them together. Steph has an annoying little brother like I do. I want to talk about how he handles him. So, what?
Were you just waiting until you tied me and Peyton in combined championships before you wanted to come on the ManningCast?
That's exactly. You got to have an awareness of who you can stack against before you come on air. So definitely, once June hit, I knew I'd be on this come football season. So had something to show for it.
Steph, we saw Debo Samuel with a big play earlier. He came to one of your playoff games last year. Y'all had a little moment after the game. That was right around the time Debo demanded a trade. So do Niner fans have to thank you for getting him to re-sign with the Niners?
Well, I lost one big free agent a couple years ago. I think we got one to stay in the Bay Area, so at least we got that going for us.
I like it.
Yeah, I know he's a fan favorite out there. Yeah. Fan favorite. It's great to have him back. He's such an amazing athlete, amazing talent. You saw the play he made earlier crossing the field for that touchdown. Hopefully he's going to be here to stay.
If you would have made that play, would you have given the little night-night celebration right there, your iconic move? I mean, what's the what was the inspiration with that move?
Well, it had been a little too early in that game, but I think it started with just some self-talk. It was a Denver series in our first round, game 3. A minute left in the game, and I was talking to myself like, we got to finish it. We got to put this to bed. We got to put them to sleep. and I made a layup, and I did it to myself, and didn't realize it was kind of a thing, and then people picked up on it, so I had a lot more opportunities down the stretch of the playoffs to bring it out and pull it out once we closed out a game or a series, and then to see it kind of spread like wildfire around sports and around the world was pretty dope.
Third and 3. Everybody knows he's looking for Cooper Kupp.
Or he's not.
Well,
he should have.
That's why he should have been.
Right, Steph? I mean,
Cooper Kupp would have run
who do
3
you want
yards.
to take the shot? You want Curry to take the shot, or you want somebody else?
Steph, Von Miller once said that you actually remind him of Cooper Kupp. And I got a quote here. He says that neither of you has a super flashy game. Now, do you think Von has ever seen you play a basketball game?
I was about to say. I like the kind of like Swiss Army knife type vibe. Just put the ball in your hand, something creative is going to happen. But they're flashy. To say I'm not that is might be a little off. I think me and Von, I still don't like hearing his name because of the Super Bowl and y'all two beat my Panthers and bad memories in this exact same stadium that we're watching this game in. So
Love the stadium.
I was trying to run away from that memory. You had to bring it back.
Watch 27, Watch the running back on the sneak route.
Yeah.
Might not have had time
Did he
to
have
hold
to
it.
throw it?
Man, speaking of bad
worried about
memories,
your
Steph,
hair.
I've done that too many times. I've hit that defender right in the chest. Speaking of bad memories. Can we see that youth football picture of Steph again? I want to see those thigh pads.
Rams got it.
Compare those thigh pads, Eli, to what NFL players wear today.
Yeah.
First off, they don't even wear them. Look at the knee pads.
The knee pads are shin pads. They're doubling up.
Compare those. Yeah, look at these. Look at these pads.
Hey, my mom was like, hey, if you go out here, you win every piece of equipment they got.
What have you seen so far tonight?
I don't know, but it's not comedy. I mean, they haven't even used Keenan yet. That's like putting a whole team of Eli's on the field, and you've got Peyton sitting on the sidelines. No offense, Eli.
No, I agree.
See,
That sounds like a mock to me.
Go.
That sounds like a mock to me.
I said no offense right there. I said it.
That makes it okay.
I was a big believer in the greatest show on turf when all that went along. And if the New England Patriots hadn't been allowed to cheat in the Super Bowl in 2000, that would have been another ring we could have had. But, now they've decided to call defensive holding. So here we are. I just want to hear Eli try to pronounce 18's name again.
Garone. Garone?
Oh.
Yeah. That's,
Tuck rule. Tuck rule.
fumble.
he
Tuck
didn't
rule.
throw it. The other guy hit it. Tuck rule.
John, who gets kicked out of a fantasy football league?
Well, the way it used to run, it's Jimmy Kimmel's league, and we decided at a certain point, Bill Simmons is in it, Cousin Sal, we got a bunch of guys in it, and that the winner of the league would get to kick out one person at the very beginning, but you could not say who it was going to be until the day of the draft. So you had to bring all your stuff and get your laptop out and get ready to go, and then you found out if you were in or not. And for me, I remember I was coming home from Mad Men shooting, and I'm rushing to get there. I'm driving through LA traffic. I'm trying to get to whatever restaurant bar we had the draft in, and I get there and I unload my backpack and I open up my laptop and I get all my papers all settled and ready to go, and I get the Wi-Fi password and every other thing, and then the guy who had won the league the last year goes, Ham, you're out. And so I wrap up all my stuff and I put it all back in my backpack, and I go, all right, bye guys, I'll see you next year.
I like that
You won
rule.
it. And you won it this year.
And then we won it this year, so we were able to, and not without the significant help from number 10 there, Cooper Kupp, last year, who had a hell of a year. But we got to kick out a guy who got a little salty when we did. It was an unexpected loss for our friend Dave Damashek, who got bounced. But he'll be back next year, maybe with a little grudge.
John, we were talking about fantasy football. People used to come up to me in like the grocery store and a restaurant. They'd say, hey, great job last night. I'm like, we lost 35-31. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you threw 3 touchdowns. I'm like, your goals and mine aren't the same, right? So,
Not aligned.
It is. It's a different when you're the player. I mean, I was always honored when people drafted me in fantasy, but I wasn't necessarily trying to win for them.
For them, no. Yeah, the team comes before the individual numbers for the rotisserie leagues. I got a few friends that are playing for the Cardinals in baseball and a couple guys on the Blues, and the same thing happens. You know, you get they all say the same thing. You know, what happened last night? What happened? We won. Did you not see? We came back in the 9th inning. No, but you threw 3 innings of, you gave up 5 runs in 3 innings. You killed my team.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, this is not what it's about.
Eli threw a lot of interceptions in these drives, John. Just competing, refuse to go down, throw it up for grabs.
Like that.
My dad used to get so mad. He's like, Eli, don't throw that one. Why would you give him that? He's like, I don't want to throw a check down. I'm trying to compete. You're losing by 14, and there's 4 seconds left. Don't throw the Hail Mary.